question for all of the single straight men. What are you doing? Because every single day, I walk out of my front door to the most beautiful, gorgeous, just goddesses of women walking around living their best life like they're just not heaven on earth. So what are you doing? Why are you fumbling the bag? Why are you single? Why are you not just snatching up all of these amazing, beautiful, smart, educated women? Because they're everywhere I look. Get it together.
Because all these women feel like goddesses and queens. But queens have their own castle, their own employees, and some kind of dowry. But modern women only demand a man's money. If all women are so smart, educated, and gorgeous, then why are there so many single women? Maybe because their demands are disproportionate to their true selves.
Part 2. So earlier today, like literally 5 hours ago, I posted a video talking about how I'm going speed dating for the first time and telling y'all my concerns with the event because I'm convinced that there are not going to be men at this event. So rewind, before I actually bought my ticket to this speed dating event, I hit up my friend who is friends with the guys that are organizing this event. And I told him my concerns and I was like, bro, like I don't think that there's going to be men at this event. Like I don't want to buy these tickets. So he contacts the organizer of the event and the organizer sends him a message back like, bro, don't worry. Like, don't worry. It's going to be great. Like we're taking longer to find guys because we're being more picky with the guys because women have higher standards. Like, okay, cool. And if we can't find 50 guys, like we will refund their money. So like it's nothing lost. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like I'm in good hands either way. Okay, so fast forward to today. So I'm sitting in Aldo and I'm like trying on the shoes. I'm like, oh yeah, look good. My legs look good. I'm about to be stunning in this dress. So I sit down, I have the shoes on, I pull out my phone. I'm like, oh girl, let me just show you. I have a photo of the dress in my email. Like, let me show it to you. So I open my email. Why, when I open my email, do I get a refund notice? I got a refund email for my tickets. The event is on Friday, and I sent a story. I sent it because I saw it on their story today. I sent their story to my friend because they were still trying to recruit guys, and I was like, girl, it's not looking good. Like, they really still on their story trying to recruit guys. And it looks like they officially gave up today.
Men aren't interested in humiliating themselves in front of ordinary girls. All these girls are average looking, have average features, and don't stand out in any way. They treat men disgustingly, look down on them, and now wonder, why don't men go to these kinds of events? Have you ever considered that high-resource men don't go to these kinds of events at all? Especially not with ordinary girls. High-resource men have models, actresses, and singers for girlfriends. But you're just ordinary girls, and you need to date ordinary guys.
My eyes are my photos. That's how I see it.
That's nice. Yeah, I like photos. Well, I'm gonna keep walking, but it was nice to meet you.
I'm reading the compilation of Oscar Wilde.
Oh, cool.
So I think that's fascinating because each book, it's like you never know what's going to happen, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, bye.
And then the girls ask, why don't guys approach us and make the first move? Because modern girls can't even maintain a conversation.
How are men not embarrassed? If my husband made that video about me, I would be devastated. But men aren't. They seem to be just fine with the fact that they cause their wives so much stress when they are around 24/7 because it creates so much extra work for their wives. They don't care at all. And that's why women feel this way. Women feel this way when their husbands are around constantly like that. That's why all women will tell you it's so much easier when my husband's not around. And it's because they know exactly what to expect. They know exactly what's going to happen. They're not going to wonder whether or not his mood is going to dictate how the day is going to go. They have complete control over what's going to happen with the kids. There's not going to be an extra person that they have to essentially care for, pick up after, and see to. There's not going to be any reminding, any delegating, any arguing. There's not going to be a whole bunch of extra work, extra emotional labor, extra physical labor, extra mental labor. They're not going to feel like they have to be the buffer between the husband and the children because they're trying to regulate the children's emotions and keep the husband regulated in his emotions. Men create so much extra work in almost every area of a woman's life. And they don't even care about it. They don't even care to better themselves about it. They're happy to just continue on in this delusion space.
Men don't create extra work for women. This woman simply doesn't love her husband, and that's why she reacted that way. If a person loves someone, they'll be happy to have their loved one by their side for a whole week. But apparently, this woman entered into a marriage of convenience for money.
The biggest issue, which isn't really a We Met IRL issue, it's just that the ratio of men to women in the city is just not fair. I felt like there were so many beautiful, stunning, intelligent Black women, women of color, and there were only just a handful of men that were there. I felt like the ratio was like 7-1, 8-1. And the other issue is that because I'm 31, I'm looking for men who are my age or older. And so with the already small ratio of men that were in attendance, I couldn't tell who was age appropriate for me. I know one guy that I talked to ended up being 27. And I was kind of like, well, all right.
The problem is that you're already 31 and you've started looking for a boyfriend or husband. Although in reality, you should have a family and possibly several children. Modern women don't understand that their time is running out. All reasonable men understand how many sexual partners women that age have had, and what a poor background they had.
Oh, I don't know why you got so mad though.
What do you want me to do, oh?
Huh?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, be like nice, bro. I miss nice Selena, bro.
But you're big mean to me though.
How? Because I said you had a big butt. How does that mean?
You said you didn't want to be my best friend.
I don't. Because a man like me doesn't have girl best friends. Because if I have a girl best friend, I want to.
But now you got.
There can't be friendship between a man and a woman, because one of them will desire the other. That's a fact.
Women only want to date at their convenience, maybe. How about instead of going to an event for dating, you simply approach a man you like that isn't already in a relationship? I asked the internet, why don't men go to dating events like speed dating, singles events, mixers, all that kind of stuff? Now, to be fair, I did have a little tongue-in-cheek action with my post by saying, why y'all don't go to these events? Y'all scared or something? And the truth is that, like, you could be scared. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm scared. I haven't been to a speed dating event to participate. I've gone to cover it as an influencer. But as an introvert, the idea of going to those social settings and then mixing it in with dating, it scares me. But kudos to the people who actually do it, both men and women, because they want to try. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the comments were unhelpful. We have better things to do than to be analyzed by gold-digging narcissists. Means you are all invaluable, worthless liabilities. Y'all hate men so much. Got me wondering, why not date and marry women? Good riddance.
And all the men in the comments were right. Women get what they deserve, and this generation of women has seriously damaged the future of future generations of women, because men of all ages are beginning to learn the truth about gold diggers.
Been to a dating party at the weekend and it's made me never want to date again, and this is why. So we all know the dating apps suck. So I had it in my head that in-person dating events was going to be the way I meet somebody. But on reflection, I actually think they pose a lot of the same problems that dating apps do. I've done a few speed dating events in the past and I knew I didn't really like that because it's such low chances of success. Only ever going to be like 10 men there. And I think out of maybe 6 speed dating events I've done, I only liked and went on dates with 2 of the men from it. So it just doesn't really feel worth it. So then I was like, let's give dating parties a try, because at least there's a lot more people and you go and you just mingle. So I went on Saturday. The event itself was actually pretty well organized. There was loads of people there. The venue was really nice. But the problem is, you're a traditional woman who wants to be pursued like I am. And I also met a really nice lady there and she was the same as me and she wanted men to approach her. Good looking guys are not going to approach you at those events.
So what's the problem? If you like guys, you can approach them yourself. But the problem with women is that they have a huge internal resistance. They often reject men who approach them, and therefore they know that men will reject them. Women have fragile egos, and despite demanding too much from men, deep down they know they are just ordinary, average women, and that the crown they wear is nothing more than a Burger King crown. And they don't want anyone to tell them this truth out loud. That's why they never approach them first.